Hello everybody, I'm Zoe, and a lot of you who are going to be watching this are members of What Arty Noobs on Facebook. Now, what I'm going to be doing is explaining the way that I do my crew skills on artillery. It isn't necessarily the best way, but it's the way that I like to do it, and it works for a lot of people. But rather than just having a JPEG, which basically explains what I do, I thought I'd actually show it. Okay, so let's see how this goes, shall we? Right, now then, first of all, as you can see, I'm going to be demonstrating this on my Conqueror gun carriage, which I've actually got quite a good trained crew on already. Alright, as you can see, my commander has got Brothers in Arms, Sixth Sense, Concealment, Mentor and Recon. The gunner, Brothers in Arms, Snapshot, Concealment, Repairs and Firefighting. My other gunner, Brothers in Arms, Armourer, Concealment, Repairs and Firefighting. The driver, Brothers in Arms, Clutch Braking, Concealment, Controlled Impact and Off-Road Driving. Loader, First Loader, Brothers in Arms, Adrenaline Rush, Concealment, Repairs and Firefighting. And the second loader, Brothers in Arms, Safe Stowage, Concealment, Repairs and Firefighting. Now, I'm not going to go through every single skill. I'm just going to cover for the first three, okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by getting rid of the crew. And we're going to start off with a fresh crew. So let's assume that you've just got the tank and you're wondering what you should do with the crew. Now, first of all, I would recommend, if you can afford the gold, train your crew to 100% in it right from the start. If you can't, then use silver and you can train them to 75% skills. Okay, but I do recommend actually using gold. Now, what you can do though is wait until there's a discount on it, because the discount will mean that it'll only be half price. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to recruit all of the crew at 100%. Okay, so recruit, 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 and again, and last one. Right, now so we've got our 100% crew, and as you can see, a little plus appears next to it. That is what tells you that you've got a crew skill that you can add. Now then, if you click on the plus, it takes you straight to the personnel file. Okay, now the first thing and most useful thing for the commander to have as his first skill is concealment camo. Right, now the reason for that is because repairs aren't that useful to you really, because if you're in artillery, basically as soon as you get spotted you're going to die. Firefighting, artillery very rarely get set on fire. And Brothers in Arms doesn't work until it's got 100%. It says that down the bottom. Now, a lot of people waste their first skill by picking Brothers in Arms, but it doesn't work until it gets to 100%, and there's a lot of the other skills and perks that do the same thing as well. Now, the problem is, if you pick those, they will be completely useless to you for 100 to 200 battles. So pick something you can use. So first one, concealment. Select. Gunner. Now then, on the Conqueror gun carriage, as you can see, there are 2 gunners. Okay. So the first one, we're actually going to give Snapshot. Now what Snapshot does is it reduces the size of the aiming circle while you are moving the gun. Okay. Now that is very useful when you're in Arty, because you have to wait for so damn long for the thing to aim. So one of them we're going to give Snapshot. Now if you have a look, it actually says if 2 gunners have the skill, only the higher rating is effective. So we're only going to give one of the gunners Snapshot, because there's no point in both of them having it. The other gunner, and I'm just using my crib sheet there, the other gunner we're going to give Camo, because that's the most useful thing. Now then, driver. There is a driver skill that is useful to artillery. Okay, and that is clutch braking. It increases the traverse speed. Now the thing is, if you're aiming from one side of the map and you're suddenly swapping your aim to the other side of the map, not only do you have to wait for the aiming circle to go down, but that's after the tank has stopped moving. So if you go for clutch braking, it will enable you to turn a little bit faster, which means you've got less time for the total aim. So we're going to have clutch braking on the driver. Next one, loader. There are a few skills that work when they get to 100%, but none of them are going to be any use whatsoever for a new crew. So again, concealment, and for the last one, concealment or camo. Okay, of course a lot of Arty only have one loader and they only have one gunner. And so let's just run through. First skill, camo, snapshot, camo, clutch braking, camo, camo. Okay. Now what I'm now going to do is I am going to increase, because this is the test server, by the way, okay, which is why my clan name comes up as this strange name, but because this is the test server, we've got loads of free XP. So what I'm going to do now is free XP my crew onto 100%, and what I'll do is I'll actually cut the video while I'm doing that. Okay, so personnel file, Increase. Okay, so we've now got, we're moving on in time, you've done your battles and you've got your first skill on everything. We're now going on to the second skill. Now then, the first thing that we do, and again, if you've got the gold, I recommend this, okay? What we're going to do is reset the skills on the commander. And we're going to reset them with gold so that we get the full 100% of the skills that he's got. As you can see, if I reset it for free, he'd only have 95% skills on it. If I pay silver, he'd have 97% skills on the first skill. If we use gold, he'll have 100% and be able to start on the next one. So we're going to do that. So we've reset the skills now. Now then, the first one, Sixth Sense, absolutely, in my mind. There'll be people who argue, but personally I think it's always useful to know when you've been spotted. So we're going to give him Sixth Sense. And then we are going to give him Camo as the second skill, so that he can work up, and that skill will be useful to him while you're grinding through to your second skill. So that's him done. Now then, the gunner. What did I put for the gunner? Yep, we're just going to leave that at snapshot, so there's no need to reset the skills on him. We're just simply going to pick concealment. There we go. Second gunner. What did I put for the second gunner? Repairs. Out of all the skills, no point in having snapshot because the first gunner's already got it. Deadeye doesn't work because it only works for armor piercing, APCR and heat. Armourer, okay, maybe, but personally I leave that until like 4th or 5th skill. Designated target, you're not going to be doing much spotting, so there's no point. Okay, so we're going to have repairs as the next skill. Right, now then, the driver. You're not going to be doing a huge amount of driving. So off-road driving and control impact probably aren't going to be that much use to you. Smooth ride, when you're in Arty, it's complete RNG anyway, so there's no point in that. Preventative maintenance, I don't actually know anybody who puts preventative maintenance on, to be honest, on anything. Could be wrong, but anyway, what did I put down as being the second skill for driver? I put it down as being camo. Yep. That's that one. Loader. You could spend the gold and retrain for intuition, adrenaline rush, but to be honest, again, they are things that you leave until you like your 4th, 5th skill. So we're going to have repairs. And the other loader repairs again. So there we go. That's what we then work on until we get up to 100%. So now I am going to give the crew 100% on all of this, and then we'll go on the third skill. Okay, so you've worked your way through, and you're now on to your third skill with the crew. Now this is where I personally would put brothers in arms in, and this is going to require, and I'm going to do it with gold. Okay. Now is where we actually use the gold and we reset the skills. So the commander has already got 6th Sense and camo, so we do reset, keep the full skills 2 times 100%, and we reset. We then pick brothers in arms as the first skill. Sixth Sense, and we give him camo again. Now then, gunner. Again, reset. So, brothers in arms, snapshot, camo. Second gunner, reset. And we give him brothers in arms, camo, and repairs. Okay. Driver. Now the driver currently has clutch braking and camo. So we reset. Brothers in arms, clutch braking, camo. Right, the 2 loaders. Reset. Brothers in arms, camo, repairs. And the last one is exactly the same as the first loader. Brothers in arms, and when the last member of your crew has the brothers in arms skill, you'll see all the others highlight, because that means that that skill is then active. You see that? They all now look a lot brighter down here. Camo for the next skill, repairs. So, I think that just about covers what I said in the What Arty Noobs group. Now then, of course, some people can't afford the gold, and they have to reset skills using silver. Now the way to do that is to wait until your next skill is at 40%. Okay, so let's just send him to the barracks and we'll get a new guy in here. Okay, and let's assume that he is 100%. I will let's give him a first skill, so we want camo on him. Okay, now if you've only got silver, what you do is you wait until that person has got 40%. So what we will do, we'll stick repairs on, and then we will increase that to 40%. Okay, so you've got your first skill, 100% on the first skill, and you've got your 40% on the second skill. Okay, so personnel file, reset, damn it, it's 41%. Okay, now then, if you've only got silver and you can't afford the gold to be able to reset skills at 100%, then what you do is you go on to 41% on your next skill. Okay, you can see that I've reset this guy, so that he's only got first skill camo 100%, second skill repairs at 41%, and then you do your reset. Because then if you use silver, what you will end up with is first skill at 100%, second skill at 2%. Okay, so that means without having to spend the gold, you can do the reset. So we're going to reset for 20,000 silver. Reset. Then you can have the full skill that you want to have. Okay, so that's how you reset skills without needing to actually spend the gold. But it does mean that you do waste a fair amount of XP in doing it. Anyway, I think that just about covers it. That should be about it. I hope that you've enjoyed this, my first ever attempt at doing a tutorial. And don't forget that you can catch me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ZoeBallz, as you can see it spelt just up here. Okay, so with a bit of luck I'll see you on my stream sometime. Bye. Okay, I think this is all going. Hello everybody. I'm not used to doing this, actually recording stuff like this. It's this is basically a tutorial on skills and perks for artillery in the game, and it's the first Hello everybody. This is a first for me because I haven't done any tutorials or anything like that, so bear with me. You're going to get lots of ums and ahs because it's not quite the same as streaming, is it? Anyway, what I'm doing this tutorial on fuck it. Hello everybody. Okay, I guess I'm going to be doing an outtakes bit at the end for this.